Good Monday morning to you. The time now is 10:02 a.m. You're listening to WDBX FM Carbondale. I'm your host, Amy Fox, and I'm joined in studio this morning by Mary Ziegler with Southern Illinois Healthcare System. Thanks so much for joining me.
Absolutely.
And today we're talking about the 5th annual Baby's Best Start Fair. And Mary, if you want to tell me a little bit about how you guys came up with this idea 5 years ago.
Absolutely. So just to kind of get started, August 1st, the first week of August actually is World Breastfeeding Week, and so a couple of the girls that we were working with we wanted to create something that could be like a celebration and a kickoff to the upcoming week, and it was one of my previous managers' goals and desires to have a fair of some sort, and so together we kind of collaborated and we came up with the Baby's Best Start Fair.
And what can people expect? It's going on this Saturday, correct, at University Mall?
Yes, in front of JCPenney at 1 to 3 p.m.
Great. And what can people expect if they come out on Saturday?
So first of all, this event is going to be absolutely perfect for, especially if you're expecting a new baby on the way. If you are a young family in the area, what you can expect is a one-stop shop for anything that you could ever think of. Exactly in the name, Baby's Best Start Fair. It's just a one-stop shop for everything that you could think of to get baby's best start going. So we have breastfeeding information there from our lactation department. We have a lot of family resources, infant development and child development tables. Car seat safety is another big one. And just a lot of fun with vendors, different shopping kind of things going on too.
And, when you are expecting a new baby, it can be a very exciting time, but it can also be very stressful and overwhelming, trying to make sure you have all your I's dotted and T's crossed. But this is to help, these young families, these new families, really prepare for this bundle of joy to come into your home.
Most certainly. And, you are excited, but then you're also, especially if you're a new parent, you're like, I have no idea, and like for me, I was the youngest in the family, so I really didn't know what to expect. So it is great because we just have a lot of different community resources coming together to kind of just help get you more comfortable in the idea of what to expect and going on.
And it sounds like even if you just had a baby, you can also gain some valuable insight into parenting and just a lot of the resources that are available in the local community.
Yes, most certainly. Actually, this year's theme for World Breastfeeding Week is empower parents and enable breastfeeding. And so I feel like I was so excited when they announced that this theme for this year. Previous years have been great, but this year we were just like, yes, it was so exciting because I do feel like being a parent, whether you're breastfeeding or not, you need to know all of the information that you can so that you are empowered and you're the most knowledgeable that you can be, because knowledge is power. So we have a mom that we have worked with in the past, and she is, we've asked her to come and talk about her experience and just give us some insight and the rest of the community on what to expect and how they can help empower themselves.
And why is an event like this so important to offer here in Carbondale, but also throughout Southern Illinois?
I feel like there's limited understanding and knowledge of what resources are available. We do live in more of a rural community, and we want to have something where you keep things more local. You don't have to leave the area to go seek out some certain resources. But I think just getting the word out, whenever we first did our first baby fair, I'm going through the tables and I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know this was around. And so it's just getting that word out and what is available to your disposal, and maybe what you didn't know will become so valuable to you.
And each and every year, I'm sure you're listening to these expecting mothers, these new parents, and providing resources that are very valuable and applicable to everyone's lives.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, absolutely. We have so many parents even come up to us, like they'll come to 1 year and then they'll come back the next year and they'll tell us, because of this fair that we went to, it has helped us so much, and we'll kind of go into their story too.
And just so everyone knows, this is going on from 1 to 3 on Saturday at University Mall, right outside of JCPenney's. And this is an open house format, so you don't have to be there for 2 years. Certainly people are 2 hours. They certainly are able to be there for the entire length of the program, but they can come and go as they please. So maybe if they have other things they need to do,
absolutely,
they can come for half hour, they can come for an hour, they can come for 2 hours.
Absolutely. And what's going to be really neat with this event, we have some different things going on this year. We're going to have like a children's area, so some coloring, some activities for them. We have a photo booth, and so that's something that's new this year. We were really excited about. We also have a balloon guy and a face painter, so this is definitely an event that you can bring the small little children to, and then we have some light refreshments and some food available, and door prizes at the very end of the event. So you do have to be present for some of these door prizes, okay? So usually we'll start about 2:45.
And I don't want to spoil anything, but I'm assuming you have some pretty cool prizes available for people to potentially win.
Yes, absolutely. I like to talk a little bit about, without spoiling too much, we do have a couple car seats that we're going to be giving away, an electric breast pump, and a lot of different gift baskets. I've seen some being dropped off, and they look really nice. Some gift certificates and things like that as well.
And it's probably nice to have the opportunity to work with so many great community sponsors as well.
Absolutely. Because, we know that it takes a village, and so we want to get that word out. And without our community vendors that are going to be there and our donators, we wouldn't be able to make this possible for the community.
And this is like a kickoff event, if you would, for World Breastfeeding Week. Will SIH have any other events or programs scheduled for the following week?
So at this time, we don't have anything like in the community, but we definitely celebrate things on the floor and that kind of thing. Just, we're a baby-friendly hospital, so we want to make sure that we have a lot of the breastfeeding facts and things like that when we're in the, working on the floor and things. So there'll be different activities at the hospital that we're going to be doing amongst ourselves. But there are different events locally across the world, across the country, different like latch-on events and things like that.
And if someone isn't able to come out to University Mall on Saturday, but maybe they are expecting a new little one, I'm assuming SIH has a lot of really great resources that they can access both from home or by stopping by one of your facilities.
Most certainly. We're always available by phone, and then you can always go to our website, sih.net, for more information.
Great. And once again, we're talking about the 5th annual Baby's Best Start Fair going on this Saturday. Mary Ziegler in studio this morning with SIH. Mary, anything else you'd like to add, encourage listeners to do?
I mean, if you are available, we would love to have you. This is going to be a great collaboration between all sorts of the community resources, getting together in one easy stop with a lot of, kid activities again. And if anything, come learn a little bit and be there for the door prizes.
Great. And door prizes will be given away later in the afternoon, so plan accordingly.
Yes, absolutely. So we usually will start around 2:45, and if you have a little one that's maybe eager or you've got other errands to run, feel free to come and run around a little bit. If you need to leave and come back, absolutely.
Great. And one thing I did forget to mention is this is a free event open to anyone Carbondale and beyond.
Yes, we have found in the past that a lot of people didn't even know about the event, and they were just at the mall just doing some routine shopping, and we're so grateful and glad for the event. So every year it seems like we're growing and growing. Last year we had 400 to 500 families go through. So
that's great.
We're hoping that this year number 5 is going to be bigger and better than it has been.
And if people are just now joining us here on Talk of the Town, what types of booths will you have set up on Saturday?
Absolutely. So we have breastfeeding information from our lactation department, a lot of family resources, infant development and children development, car seat safety. We do have some financial institutions that will also be there to talk about college savings and things like that. Baby wearing. There's just a whole lot of information and education.
And it's nice for these new families to have this one-on-one interaction, because I know friends and coworkers in the past, sometimes they may feel stupid for not knowing something. But this is, a safe place. It's a place where you can ask the experts pretty much anything, and then get information on where to go, what to do next.
Absolutely.
And it's probably nice for other new parents to meet others who are going through the same things, or maybe who have went through similar things. So it really is a close network of people, and you provide a lot of really great resources for these new mothers, new families in the community.
Yeah, most certainly.
And is there anything else that's important for listeners to know about Saturday's event?
We do this once a year, so now is the time to come out and join us, for the event. If you, maybe you have a family member that is expecting or has a young family, but they're not able to come. You don't have to be, expecting to come to this event. Maybe you're thinking about having a child or building your family, or maybe somebody in your family is not able to come. Come and get the resources so you can take it back to your family members or friends.
Right. Once again, the 5th annual Baby's Best Start Fair going on this Saturday from 1 to 3 outside of JCPenney's at University Mall. Thanks so much for joining me, Mary.
No problem. Thanks so much.
And we will take a short break and get you some announcements, and we'll be right back.
Good morning, this is Alicia with the City of Carbondale, here to bring you this week's calendar of events. On Tuesday, July 23rd, 2019, the City of Carbondale, Carbondale Park District, and SIU Student Recreation Center have teamed up to bring a stand-up paddleboard class to Cedar Lake. Learn how to paddleboard while enjoying the great outdoors. Classes will be offered at 5 p.m., 6 p.m., and 7 p.m. You must be at least 12 years old to participate. The cost is $20 per person, and this includes a boat, life vest, paddle, and 45 minutes of instruction. For more information, please call 618-549-4222. On Wednesday, July 24, 2019, it's Chill Out in the Park. The fire department will provide a water spray for children to play at Parish Park beginning at 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Please join them as they try to beat the 2019 summer heat. For more information, please call 549-4222. And on Thursday, July 25th, 2019, it's the last Sunset concert of the season. The Sunset concert will take place at SIU Shryock beginning at 7 p.m. And the genre is Bottle Tones, the Carbondale-born Chicago-based group, performing a mix of rockabilly, surf, punk, and psychobilly. For more information, please call 618-536-3393. For information on these events and others, please visit our website at wdbx.org, or you can reach us by phone at 618-457-3228. Thank you, and have a great week.
Good Monday morning to you. The time now is 10:16 a.m. You're listening to WDBX FM Carbondale. The show is Talk of the Town. I'm your host, Amy Fox. I'm in studio this morning with Mr. Steve Murphy, the superintendent of District 165. Thanks so much for joining me.
Thanks for having me, Amy. It's great to be here.
It is a very exciting time getting prepared for the 2019-2020 school year at Carbondale Community High School. Lots of stuff going on this summer.
Definitely. It's always exciting in the summer, but it's I'm really lucky to be at such an amazing high school as Carbondale Community High School. I just finished up Friday, I think, and submitted to the Chamber. We do a Chamber profile every year in their community guide, and every year I update list of accomplishments, and just was going through our list, and just it's amazing what our faculty and our students do in our community. I mean, just some of the things on the list and I brought it with me. Class of 2019 earned $3 million in scholarships, matriculate to over 50 colleges and universities throughout the U.S., including Beloit College, Berklee College of Music, DePauw, Emory University, John A. Logan, Grinnell College, Harris Stowe State University, Illinois State University, Purdue University, SLU, SIU, obviously, University of Illinois. I think we had almost 30 kids go to U of I this year, so the Illini got a good crop from us. University of Illinois, University of Arizona, and Yale University. So just a great list of graduates, and also graduates committed to serve in the U.S. Army, Air Force, Marines, and the National Guard. We had 34 Illinois State Scholars, a National Merit Commended honoree, and 2 National Merit finalists. A nationally ranked Scholar Bowl team, nationally recognized physics team. Music program, again, we've been top 3 in the state for 9 years in a row. We won the state championship in 2014. It seems like we always contend for it. National Scholastic Art winner for the last 5 years. We had one of only 8 gold portfolios awarded nationally in 2017. So fine arts is great. We've had state finalists in speech and history fair, science engineering team, and Skills USA. And we've got a great program with the Garwin Family Foundation. They are just an amazing partnership, kind of a unique partnership where they sponsor scholarships not to universities but to summer opportunities for undergraduate students. So they funded opportunities for our students at summer programs, again, sophomores and juniors, at Brown University, Boston University, Stanford, and the University of Michigan this summer. So amazing opportunities for our students, yeah. IHSA All-State Academic Team, 3 of the last 5 years. And state champions this year, Sydney Apgar won it in the discus. And we had state champion, I think you can call it state champion, in piano, too.
Wow.
So David McCutcheon. So it's just fun typing that list up every year of accomplishments, or updating it for the Chamber of Commerce for their profile, and really makes me realize how lucky I am to be in a community like Carbondale, to work for a board in a community that's so supportive of education and that cares about their kids. Some other neat things that just have come up recently. We had our history fair team just got back from, I believe, D.C., and they got 7th nationally in history fair.
That's great.
Yeah. Okay, I gotta remember who's on. Gabby Benyus, Rose Kippenbrock, and Kylie Carando were on that team that took 7th in the National History Fair. And then recently, I think this was in the Carbondale Times this week, we had a couple students, Leandra Martin and Grace Park, that took 3rd nationally in FBLA, Future Business Leaders of America.
So CCHS is the place to be.
I think so. It's really cool when you think you walk by. Again, we're in Carbondale, Illinois here, about 1,000 students, and I'm walking by in the hallway next to the guy that's the best, piano player in the state, or, the woman that got back from Brown this summer, thanks to the Garwin family, or, again, just all these accomplishments. Really proud to be at Carbondale, and it just. We just sent 7 students. We've been working on a program with the Illinois Institute of Technology. We've got 7 African American students at the SMASH Academy in Chicago right now. That's a new program that's in a lot of major cities that we're trying to bring to Carbondale. So those students are at a summer program learning about science and technology field and mentors in science and engineering for minority students. So that's a great program, and they're coming back to Carbondale, I think, next week. Right now it's at the Illinois Institute of Technology, but it's partially, they're trying to get one started in Carbondale. So maybe SIU will have one full-time program next summer. So again, those are just some things just in the last week or two.
That's crazy.
That I heard
yeah.
about. So yeah, I know people think like campuses are just dead in the summer, but obviously we've got a lot going on at Carbondale Community High School. Amazing students.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't even mentioned yet. I mentioned our music program and how amazing they are. I just was at the school board meeting last week, and there were a whole bunch of people there, and I was really glad they weren't there for the school board meeting. I like those being boring and not a big audience, but people are pouring in, and I saw Jenny Meredith, and I'm like, what's everybody doing here? And she said, we're here for the pre-band camp. So I had to smile because when you're contending for the state championship, I think you not only have band camp, you have the pre-band camp. Mm-hmm. So we've got, but band camp is starting up. I didn't realize we had the pre-band camp, but
a true sign that the start of the school year is quickly approaching.
Oh yes, yes. So the band's getting ready. We're finishing up some last touches on Frank Blyer Field. Mm-hmm. Obviously, we had a big project out there, as many people know. We've got, the field just looks amazing. We got new track, new field, and some new restrooms out by the tennis courts there. So that was with some of those sales tax dollars. And Frank made a contribution toward that effort. Mm-hmm. God bless him. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Frank Blyer and everything he's done for the Carbondale Terriers. Mm-hmm. So we've got an amazing new field out there ready to kick off in August. And I know our football team is excited to get going on that new field, and our band is excited to get out and march on it. So we're excited about that.
And every time I go to the high school, it really seems like a family atmosphere. The faculty, the staff, the students all working together, preparing these kids to go out into the real world and get jobs and go to school and, be in the military. There just seems like there's something for everyone within the school district.
It really does seem that way. Mm-hmm. I mean, just a lot of different organizations and clubs, activities to get into, really strong curriculum. I know Mr. Thomas, who did an amazing job his first year as principal. I was just talking to him about getting new teacher orientation set up. We've got some new faculty coming in, and we always love the tradition we have with our retiring faculty and the great work that they do. But it's exciting to get new blood into, and exciting and new ideas and new energy, and so that's really great too. I don't want to just list everybody, but one off the top of my head, I know Dawn Taylor is a new librarian that we have, and she has gone in, and you may have seen, I think she posted on Facebook, we've had a book sale. Mm-hmm. I think we had, maybe 3,000 books that were in crazy storage or hadn't been checked out maybe in 10 plus years. So she had some ideas for some new texts that, you want Catcher in the Rye to be available, yes, and that's part of our curriculum, but you also want books available in your library that kids want to read, that if you're going to have kids be lifelong readers, it has to be something that they gravitate towards. It can't just be everything that they're assigned. So you have to have things like, the Harry Potter series there, and new series that, again, people like Dawn Taylor research and find out what those kids would be into to get them into reading. So, again, trying to sell off for donations the old books that haven't been checked out a lot, and we'll get some space for the new things that appeal to kids. So that was something, again, that Dawn could have sat there and just taken her summer off being a new teacher and just kind of learned the ropes and gone with the flow, but it's nice to see maybe some new things and getting freshened up. So really excited for our new crop of teachers.
And I know also, in addition to the athletics and the accomplishments throughout the last school year, academics still one of the top priorities within the district. And I know every year you guys always are recognized by U.S. News and World Report as well as Newsweek for achieving such high standards academically.
Yeah, amazing curriculum. Again, hardworking teachers. A community, our parents really support academics. One other thing going on this summer, I mentioned the band camp and football and everything else. We've got College Application Week. First week of August, we've got over 60 students coming in and over 12 universities coming in to do a college application week, and students learn everything from, I think on Monday they start with the application process, just the basics, and then on Friday they finish up with financial aid. So that'll be a great opportunity for those kids. So we put a lot more effort into, I know that the whole process of post-secondary planning becomes more complex every year, so we've tried to get some services there for those kids to help them out. So shout out to Ms. Murphy for putting that together. So that's something that probably no other school in Southern Illinois does for their kids, and I know it's intimidating for parents at the high school level. Some schools, hey, we'll get you graduated, but you just have to figure out all this other stuff. So being recognized for that, being recognized requires a lot of effort across the board.
Right.
Again, curriculum, career planning, technical planning, college planning, and all the extracurriculars and everything. Again, just couldn't give more credit to our faculty and staff.
And full speed ahead until August 13th.
August 13th is the first, it's half day for students, and August 12th will be back for faculty. And yeah, you said full speed ahead. It seems like it was just Memorial Day, wasn't it?
Yes.
I can't believe July 4th just blew right by us, and we're almost to August. So
it's crazy.
It's exciting, yes.
And if someone would like to learn more about District 165, what's a good website for people to go to?
Just Google TerrierNet.
Okay.
That will take you right there. And we've got plenty of information there.
Great.
And information on contacting me. Yep.
Lots of good information. Thanks, Steve Murphy, Superintendent for District 165. Always a pleasure.
All right. Thanks for having me, Amy.
And all of you, we hope you have a great day, and we'll be back next Monday.